today we are going to see the concept of correlation. What is correlation? Correlation is the linear relationship between two variables. So these two variables, when are related, then we find out the correlation coefficient. Two variables we can take as x, y. So when we consider two variable, it is bivariate data. So particularly to find out correlation, we need bivariate data. When we say bivariate data, when we have x1, y1, x2, y2, likewise xn, yn values. It means what? If we have 10 persons, and we calculate height and weight, so we consider height of a person is x variable and weight of a person is y variable. We need to consider the height and weight of the same person. At that time, we say that it is a bivariate data. Height and weight of first person, height and weight of second person, height and weight of third person. Likewise, we have up to last person. So data should be like this. Must be like this. We cannot take the height of one person and weight of another person. Okay? We need to take height and weight of same person. Then only we say a bivariate data, and then only we find out the correct value of the variable. Okay? Or correct value of the correlation. So there are some types of correlation. Now what are those types? The types are depend on scattered diagram. In scattered diagram, what we do? We plot a graph on x-axis x values, on y-axis y values, or on x-axis any one value on x-axis and another on y-axis. So when we got the values, if the value of x increases, the value of y also increases. If the value of x increases, the value of y also increases. If the value of x decreases, the value of y also decreases. In both these cases, we say that there is positive correlation. Positive correlation between x and y. This is called perfect correlation, perfect positive correlation. When we have scatter diagram in this manner, we say that there is perfect correlation between x and y, perfect positive correlation between x and y. In general, the values may vary, but in the same pattern. When x increases, y also increases. Okay? So this is positive, perfect positive correlation. And this is what? Positive correlation between x and y. More precisely, we can write there is positive correlation between x and y, or when the value of x increases, y also increases, or if your values are going to decrease of x, y also decreases. Okay? So when the values goes in one direction only, either increasing or decreasing, if both the values are goes in same direction, then we say that there is positive correlation between X and Y. The second pattern of scattered diagram is, we stay here with the graph. This is for positive correlation. Now, if the value of X increases, the value of Y decreases. So, the pattern of negative correlation is somewhat like this. This is called perfect negative correlation. Perfect negative correlation. And here there may scattered, as it is scattered, scattered means spreadness, spread of the values. Okay. So here X increases, Y decreases. So when it is called negative correlation. So when the value of X increases, value of Y decreases. Okay. X decreases, value of Y increases. This type of correlation or this type of scattered diagram shows the negative correlation between two variables X and Y. Okay. So this is positive and negative correlation. We can find out on the by using scattered diagram only. Okay. We say here linear relationship. It means correlation shows us only the linear relation. If there is a pattern of some other curve, here x-axis, here y-axis. Okay. So by using scatter diagram we can find out which type of curve is that. Okay. But it cannot show in, or we cannot find out the value of correlation. We cannot find out the value of correlation. Likewise, there may be scatteredness of the values, random scatteredness of values. So if this type of data is there, we can say no correlation between X and Y. If this type of data, we can say non-linear correlation between X and Y. Okay. So when or in no correlation, there may, if one value is constant, either X increasing, Y is constant here. Okay. Then also we say no correlation. If there is no effect of one variable on the other variable, then we say there is no correlation, there is no relation between X and Y. If the value of Y increases but X is constant, then also we can say there is no correlation between X and Y. Likewise, these are the types or patterns of the correlation by using scattered diagram. Okay. First one is if X increases, Y also increases. If X decreases, Y also decreases. If we see the example of X increases, Y also increases, there is intelligence quotient. If the intelligence quotient of a student is high, the marks he got is again high. Okay. So both the values are goes in one direction. If the intelligence quotient is low, the marks he got is also low. Then also it is a positive correlation. When the data goes in one direction, we can say there is positive correlation between X and Y. Okay. For negative correlation, we can say if the price of the commodity goes high, its sale becomes low. Okay. Or if the price is low, sale becomes high. So both the values goes in opposite direction. Therefore, it comes in negative correlation. Okay, and correlation does not find, we cannot find out non-linear correlation. We can find out only linear relationship between two variables. There may be scatteredness of the data. Here we conclude that there is no correlation between x and y. If one variable is constant, there is no effect on the of the another variable, then also we can say there is no correlation between x and y. Okay, so this is all about scattered diagram. Now we see the formula for correlation. Formula of correlation is very simple. We denote correlation coefficient small r. We denote correlation coefficient by small r. So the formula is covariance of xy divided by sigma x into sigma y. Sigma x, sigma y is standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. Okay, simply we can learn this formula. R is equal to covariance xy upon sigma x into sigma y, and separately we can find out the value of covariance xy, that is simply 1 upon n summation x into y minus x bar into y bar. How can we remember this formula? Sigma x square, that is we know the formula of variance of x. Okay, variance of x is 1 upon n summation xi square or x square. Here we take x, so I take x only. Summation x square minus x bar whole square. Okay, and by taking under root of sigma x square, we can find out the value of sigma x, that is standard deviation of the x variable. Then we can calculate sigma y square 1 upon n summation y square minus y bar square. Okay, summation 1 upon n summation y square minus y bar square. This is simply the formula for variance of y. By taking under root of y, we can variance of y, we can find out the standard deviation of y. And we can remember, if we have the formula, only one formula if we remember for standard or variance of x or variance of y, simply it is what, instead of x square we have two variable. In covariance we have two variable. So 1 upon n summation, instead of x square or y square, x into y. Because this is the variance between two variable. Covariance, what is covariance? It is the variance between x and y. So we have 1 upon n summation x y minus x bar y bar, and simply what we need, summation of x, summation of y to find out mean of x and y, summation of x square, summation of y square, and summation of x into y to calculate the correlation. Okay, by finding out all these values, put these values in R and you will get the answer of correlation formula, correlation coefficient. Okay, now correlation for correlation coefficient, if the value of R is less than 0.3, less or up to 0.3, if we say less or equal to 0.3, it means minus plus R. There is, if suppose minus 0.3 value or plus 0.3 value, up to minus 3 to plus 3 value, we can say there is low positive or negative correlation between x and y. How can we interpret? The correlation coefficient? If the value of R, if there is positive correlation, positive or negative, we can say, if the value is up to 0.3, we can say there is low positive or negative correlation between x and y. Okay, if the value is in between up to 0.8. If in between plus minus 0.3 to plus minus 0.8, we can say there is moderate or considerable correlation. Moderate or considerable positive or negative correlation between x and y. Moderate or considerable, we can consider the relation between x and y, that we conclude or that we interpret, okay, for the value of r. And if the value of r is greater than 0.8, if it is greater than or equal to 0.8, then we can say there is high positive or negative correlation between x and y. What we can interpret? There is high positive or negative, whatever the value in terms of positive or negative we got, is high positive or negative correlation between x and y. So in this way you can interpret, you must interpret the value of correlation coefficient. Okay. So this is the formula for correlation coefficient. We can calculate easily, and we must interpret the value of correlation coefficient in this way. Okay. So here in this example, the values of import of raw material and export of finished product is given to us. So first value is given to us as export and import values. Okay. So we mention here x as export quantity. Yeah, quantity of export. And y we consider as import quantity. Quantity of import. So for export we have x variable, for import we have y variable. As we see in our formulas, we need to calculate addition of x, addition of y, then values of x square and sum it, values of y square, sum it, and x into y, values of x into y, product of x into y, product of x into y. Okay, so first we can calculate all the square values of x value only. First calculate the square terms and then add it. Okay, so the sum square of 10 is 100, 121, 196, and we can find the product of x into y. The first value is 120, the second value is 154. Likewise, we calculate the product of x into y. After finding out all these calculations, square of each and every term in x square, y in y square, and x into y in x into y square, we can find out the sum. In your scientific calci, you can find out square term and its sum at a time by using memory button. In your scientific calci, there is memory button, m plus, m minus, like at the time of square, you can find out sum also. If you put that value in m plus term, m plus button. Okay. So directly you can find this square and sum, square and sum, square and or multiply and sum. Okay. So we find out it is summation of x value, it is summation of y value, okay. So for calculation purpose, or you can write down here the value of n. First of all, you can count 10 values are there, so the value of n is 10. We need n also, therefore I write summation of x it is 147, summation of y 170, then summation of x square. If you write this, you can put directly, okay, without any confusion, but write the number correct. Okay, when you copy the value of addition from here to write on your book, just write it down correct. And this is summation of xy, sum of xy product. It is 2638. 2638. Okay. Now we can find out first of all mean. X bar we need simply 1 upon n summation x. Put the value 147 divided by 10 is 14.7. Then y bar we can calculate 1 upon n summation y. So it is 170 divided by 10. So y bar we can got is 17. Now we need the values of these sums only. Okay. R is covariance xy upon sigma x into sigma y. Again remember it is covariance. This is standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y. Okay. So first I calculate covariance. The formula for covariance is 1 upon n summation x into y minus x bar into y bar. As this is the variance between two variables, that is covariance. So the formula will become 1 upon n summation x into y minus x bar into y bar. No, there is no need of x into y to make this product. Okay. We have the sum of product. This is what? Sum of product. So first we find out the product of x into x and y and then sum it. That value is called as summation x into y, which is 2638. So I put 2638 divided by n term is divide only summation x into y. So I just write here divided by n. Okay. X bar, the value of x bar we calculate is 14.7 multiplied by the value of y bar is 17. Okay. Likewise, you need to practice it. Okay. Then only you got the correct value. And it will help in regression also, calculation of regression also. After finding out all these calculation, this will become 263.8 minus 249.9 and the value we got is 13.9. So covariance, the value of covariance we got as 13.9. Now we calculate sigma x square first of all. Okay. Sigma x square, this is what 1 upon n summation x square minus x bar whole square. So the value of x square, you need not square this value. Okay. We have the value of square term. We have the value of square term and that we need to take here. This is the value of square term we need to take here, which is what? 2291 divided by 10. The value of n is 10. Minus x bar is 14.7. It's square. Okay. So first divide this value by n. That is 10. And then find out the square of 14.7. We got this answer as 229.1 minus 216.09 and the value we got is 13.01. This is what square of variance of x. Okay, this value we got as variance of x. We need what? Sigma x under root of standard. We need the standard deviation. Okay, so under root of 13.01. You can find out directly when you got the value, just put their under root sign. So you will get 3.6069. For more accurate value, just take the value and round up the value up to 4 digit after decimal point. Okay. Then calculate the value of sigma y square. The formula for sigma y is 1 upon n summation y square minus y bar whole square. So summation y square is square sum of the square term. Okay, just don't find out square of this 170. We calculate here the square term and then we sum it. This value you need to take there. Summation y square. So summation y square is 3056 divided by 10 minus 17 whole square. Okay. So here we will get the answer as 305.6 minus 289 and the value of square term is 16.6. But this is what? Variance of y. We need sigma y, which is under root of sigma y square, which is under root of 16.6, and answer we got as 4.0743. 4.0743. Now we find out all these values. We just put the values there in R. The value of correlation we calculate as, this is correlation value 13.9 divided by the value of sigma x is 3.6069 multiplied by 4.0743. Okay. After calculating all these multiplication, first do the multiplication and then divide the value. Your value must be in between 0 to 1, minus 1 to plus 1. Values of R must be minus 1 to plus 1, not more than 1. Okay. So the answer is always in decimal. All the values are positive. Okay. There is no negative value. When we put the value, these are also positive and therefore we got the value answer as 0.9459. You can write 94 also at this stage. Okay. So answer we got as positive 0.9, above 0.9. Okay. If you remember, we write if it is greater than 0.8, mod R, if greater than 0.8, here we have high correlation. Okay. So in this example, we interpret the data as, or interpret the value as, there is high positive correlation between the quantity of export and quantity of import. This is the result. Okay. Your answer is 0.9459. It is must to interpret the data in correlation. Okay. So what is interpretation? What is interpretation? Interpretation is there is high correlation, high positive correlation between import import of raw material and export of finished product. Export of finished product. Now what does it mean? This is the interpretation you can write on your given question. Okay. Whatever asked, on that basis you can write, or simply you can write there is high positive correlation between import and export, or there is high positive correlation between X and Y. For writing you can write any of these. Okay. But what is the meaning of there is high positive correlation? It means what? If your whatever you import, the quantity of raw material imported, if it is increased, if increase in the quantity of raw material imported is caused to increase in your finished quantity of finished product. Okay. Or if it is minimum import product or import quantity is minimum or low or decrease, then your export quantity, final export finished product also decrease. That is the meaning, or that must be the interpretation for the correlation. Okay.